a quick little show of a split complementary color scheme. So not all of the examples are exactly split complementary, but it gives you a very good idea about the strategies behind using this particular color scheme. And the reason why people use split complementary color schemes is to try to direct the eye to specific areas. And in a piece like this, the split complement is a combination of an analogous colors. The analogous colors could be the yellows, the oranges, and then the reds, all the warm colors for this foreground color. And then a contrast to a very narrow band of the complement. So that's what we have here. Another variation of that would be the analogous colors would be the entire background here, all the reds in the background, and then the complement would be this green. And a lot of artists will use a split complementary color scheme to force the eye to go to specific areas. Like if you would like to see the intensity of the blue of the sky, and you contrast that as the same blue as the inside of the rocket ship, that is the complement, and then it allows the eye to look at very specific areas. And that's not by chance. Artists are actually doing that specifically because they're trying to direct the viewer's eye to specific areas of the illustration or painting. Oh, by the way, the previous work is by an artist named Ian McHugh. He creates a lot of artwork for films and animation. This is James Jean. Technically, it's not a split complementary color scheme, but the analogous colors in this case would be the reds and then some of the yellows and the oranges that's in here, and the pinks in the background. And the complement would be the figure here with the melons down below. And it's really just beautiful when it's used carefully to help direct the eye to specific parts of the illustration. Same artist, James Jean, and he uses the complement for the arrow and the intense red spots on the side and on the bottom too. This is a different artist. This is Mobius, and the complement is just a wonderful contrast to the cool colors for the trees and the sky. So when you work on your illustration, or rather your warm and cool project, even if your photograph winds up having a lot of colors, I still want you to try to narrow the band so that you will have an analogous color on one side and then a monochromatic color on as its complement. So that if you wanted to use a piece like this as your reference, you can certainly use the reds and the oranges and the yellows within the rocket ship. But then when you go to the actual background, because Mobius does use a lot of blues here and the greens, that is too wide of a hue shift, so you'll need to narrow that down. Keep it monochromatic on the blue side or the green side, and they both would work. Same artist. The complement is the blue for the pants and the collar. Just love the way it looks. The cool colors next to the analogous color for the main figure. This is Raphael. The previous artist was John Hale. Excuse me. This is Raphael. Stephen Nacelle. This is Tomo Hanaka. Beautiful coloration. Cool colors here. The opposite, the complement on the boat and the water. And a couple of Wes Anderson clips. All of his movies are very, very carefully composed with very specific colors. And in this screenshot, you can see the colors that appear in the scene. Another Wes Anderson film. This is from Grand Budapest Hotel. You can see the color scheme that was used in this environment. So when you do these colors, they don't have to be bright. They can be very soft and sophisticated, like this. Or it can be bright like this. This is also Wes Anderson. Textile designs can also have a really wonderful play of color in a split complementary colors. Very, very subtle. but it's just gorgeous what happens with the greens, the yellows, and the purples on the cool side. Then he just drops in this very muted red, these berries all around, to create a wonderful interplay of shapes and color. So there you have it, a couple of ideas for you to look at. If you are looking for more ideas, you could just do a Google search for split complementary colors, or artwork with split complementary colors for more ideas. I also included a slideshow in Blackboard so you could see what was done in the previous semester to give you a few more ideas. Okay, good luck with the project.